here to pick you up, honey. Is Craig here?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Craig. Let's go get my stuff.
Oh, Carol, it's so good to see
know.
you. It's
How
been
have you
so
been?
long. Please sit down.
Oh, thanks.
So how have you been?
Good. Busy. Always
Me
busy.
too. Always busy.
I know. I see you've got the Helping Children Cope with Disaster pamphlet.
I do.
So, how is Zach doing with his disaster project?
Real good. That's right. Craig is in Zach's Earth Science class, isn't he?
Yeah, they are.
I'll tell you what, Carol, this has been a wonderful project. He's doing great. In fact, our entire family's gotten involved, and now we all know what to do to get prepared for a disaster. It's wonderful.
That is so good. Did you get a chance to read the booklet?
Actually, I did. My husband and I both have had opportunity to sit down and read it every night. We've been able to sit down and kind of take all this in.
Good. We went through it too. And actually, I was talking with my sister, and she brought up some good points. She and her family experienced a disaster last year, and her kids weren't coping well until she got some help. She had brought up a few things in there, such as there's several factors that cause stress and fear for children. Direct exposure to the disaster, loss of family, friends, pets, even ongoing stress just from losing other things that are important to them.
I'll tell you, that makes a lot of sense, Carol.
It does. And she also said that it didn't depend on how the children learned about the disaster, that they still may have problems dealing with it, and we just have to be ready to help them cope.
Absolutely. You know, the one thing that I was pleased to see in this booklet was the information on how to help us recognize their symptoms, like fear and sadness or behavioral problems.
Right. And with older kids, you know, they may not display things the same as the younger kids. They may have anger, aggression, just school problems in general, and I mean, it could be a variety of things.
Exactly. I mean, according to the booklet, there are a great number of things we can do to help them.
Right. And there's also, it says that there's several signs that you need to be on the lookout for.
It does.
That can key into potential problems. That way you can react sooner.
Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I really liked that the booklet brought out was the fact that we can encourage them to talk. And if we do that, we can listen to their concerns, which is very important. Very important. It says here that we need to calmly give the facts that children want to hear about what's being done for their safety.
Right.
Which I think is very important information.
Exactly. I mean, it makes them feel more comfortable. Just simple things, you know. We can involve them in updating the family disaster plan or just include them in specific chores. That way they feel as if they're helping deal with the recovery, you know.
Exactly. And, you know, it says here that it's important to spend extra time with them, that if we reestablish their daily routines for work, for school, for plays, for meals, and for rest. And it also says that we need to praise and recognize responsible behavior.
Right. Oh, you know what? Another important thing that I read in there, we really need to limit their exposure to the media. I mean, news coverage of disasters causes fear, confusion, anxiety, particularly the large-scale disasters and these terrorist events. They just don't understand, you know, this large amount of damage and this loss of life. They don't understand.
Right, right. You know, I really like the several suggestions in the booklet on parents and managing our reactions to all of these things. They suggest that if we can control our reactions, that it will help them cope with this a lot better.
Right, and particularly with younger kids, because they see these images repeated over and over on the news and on TV, and they don't understand that it's not happening over and over again. Exactly.
Dealing with children in situations such as this, it's a touchy situation, but this information, it sure has helped us.
I'm ready.
It's a really great resource, and I'm glad the school gave it to us.
Yes, I am too.
Okay, boys, in the car. I'm so glad we got to talk to each other again. Oh, by the way, I'll have Zach back about 6:30.
Great, thanks.
Okay? All right.
See you, boys.